Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are up to the final 2 episodes of Lost Season 5. And in a matter of time, I feel like I'll be saying this for the entire series. So we'll be up to, the series finale for Lost in just probably under a month. And it sucks to say that because I don't want this show to end. We have, we have grown such an amazing fan base. All the Losties flooding to the channel ever since, that first shot of Jack Shepherd in the jungle, walking to the beach and seeing what just happened. Like it's this is not even the finale reaction right now. This is the penultimate episode for season 5. But I just want to say this: it's been an absolute journey. It's been an absolute ride. And I said it during the last reaction. Who would have thought after seeing the very first Dharma video that we'd get to this stage? Absolutely been on an amazing ride with this show, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it with me and the reactions themselves. So yeah, what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film shooter here for Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting a shot. And today we are up to episode 16 of Lost Season 5, titled The Incident Part 1. I do not like the title of this, but we're gonna get into the reaction. We're gonna have some fun with this thing, hopefully. And yeah, as always, let's absolutely freaking smash it. Let's go. You know when you don't get it previously on Lost, you just know they're going to cook with gas straight away at the beginning. Thing. Wall carving right there in the background. Again with the Egyptian hieroglyphics, Egyptian symbols. Is that the Black Rock? Now him I recognize. This actor I recognize.
Morning.
Mind if I join you?
Please.
They come, fight, they destroy, they corrupt. It always ends the same.
It only ends once. Anything that happens before that, is just progress.
Do you have any idea how badly I want to kill you?
Yes?
One of these days, sooner or later, I'm going to find a loophole, my friend.
Well, when you do, I'll be right here.
Always nice talking to you, Jacob.
This guy is
Nice talking to you, too.
find a loophole. So it seems like Jacob is possibly immortal. Oh, he just be chilling where the statue is. That's a freaky ass statue, man. Got that symbol as well. I forgot what symbol. Someone had a necklace of that, right? I can't remember who had the necklace of that. Same, very symbol. That is very ballsy to introduce Jacob like that in the second last episode of season 5. I commend the writers for that because we know Jacob has been name dropped here and there. We've had the flashes of him in the cabin with the dark lighting. But to introduce him like that at the very at the second last episode of season 5 in the introduction without like a previously on Lost, with in the time period where the Black Rock, possibly, I'm guessing that's the Black Rock, came to the island and he summoned it here. That is really interesting. That is really interesting. And it seems like he's just I don't know, he's just a normal guy. Like, just living in the temple, doing his day-to-day things, catching fish, eating, minding his own business, and summoning the Black Rock. But there's this other individual with him as well. Maybe he's one of the others. But yeah, this guy said, one day I'm going to find a loophole, my friend. And maybe that loophole is possibly John Locke. So who knows? Interesting stuff. So he's just been chilling there where the statue is this whole time. But what brought down the statue? Who knows? Why is there only a foot remaining?
Are you gonna do it?
You do it.
Fine, I'll do it. But you're gonna be lookout, okay?
Okay.
Is this Kate and her friend because of the airplane? The airplane from a very young age? The one they buried in the time capsule? It might be. I mean, it does look like Kate. A younger Kate. The jeans, the way the shirt is worn, the hair tied back. Stealing.
Where'd you get this?
Got it over there.
I know you. You're Diane Austin's girl.
There
What's
we
your name?
go.
Katie.
Well, Katie, I'm calling your mom, then the cops, because they don't tolerate stealing here. You understand?
Oh, this is enough.
Well, as long as somebody pays for it, guess there's no harm done.
So this brother been
But I don't want
wondering,
to see you in here ever again without your parents. You understand me?
is this going to be a situation where he summoned Flight 815 to the island as well?
Thanks, mister.
You're welcome. You're not going to steal anymore, are you?
That's a pretty good.
Be good, Katie.
That's a pretty good casting for a younger Kate. I'm not gonna lie. That is a great casting.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
So Jacob just
We'll
been
be doing
floating
some
around through
system
everyone's
checks
lives,
offshore here
possibly.
Before heading out into the open ocean and submerging toward you to your sleeping berths.
Have a nice rest. See you on the other side.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty risky play introducing Jacob like this, but so far the
We have to get
execution
out
has
of
been
here.
pretty good.
Out of here. We're underwater. What the hell are you doing here? How'd you get caught?
I came back to get you.
Came back to get me for what?
Where's Jack? Jack is on his way to blow up a hydrogen bomb.
Why the hell would he do that?
Does it matter? We have to stop him.
Bro, we have to go back? Really?
Sorry, I'm gonna pass.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I heard you. You just don't get it, Kate. We were happy in Dharmaville till y'all showed up.
I said it. They had it pretty good.
But now that's all over.
Is there anything in there about how we're supposed to move a 10-ton bomb across the island?
Actually, it's 20 tons. Fortunately, it seems that Faraday never intended to freight the device in its entirety.
What?
He left detailed instructions on how to remove the plutonium core.
We sealed that thing up 20 years ago, and we put it underground because it was emitting radiation. Does this sound like a good idea to you, Louise?
Richard.
You're pregnant.
Which is exactly why we have to help them see this through.
But she's pregnant with Daniel right
Once
now.
the core is removed, then what?
Then we have approximately 2 hours to take it to the Swan site.
2 hours.
When Faraday returned to the island, he was very explicit about his timetable.
Well then, we better get moving.
Who stopped the damn drill? I did.
Thank you.
Why? Because when we passed 70 meters, the drill temp went up 60 degrees, and I didn't want it to melt.
Here, that's why we have a truck full of water. So cool it down and
Who
turn
is
it on.
Brzezinski to overrule?
We just evacuated
Change.
the island of all non-essential personnel. We're in the midst of a possible insurrection. You really think this is the ideal time for your experiments?
I've been working on this project for 6 years. Designing a station that'll be able to manipulate electromagnetism in ways we only dreamed of.
Have you thought about the consequences of drilling into that pocket? We have no idea what we are
If
going to...
Edison was only worried about the consequences, we'd all still be sitting in the dark. I came to this island to change the world, Pierre. That's exactly what I intend to do.
Oh, you're gonna change it.
Let's
You
get it
absolute bellend. Chain gotta do more to stop it, man. Come on. Bro, you been told what the consequences of this are. Y'all gotta stop the drilling. This is where Desmond had his boat, right? Similar rock formation, cliff face. And this is where Clancy Brown's character died, potentially. Same location.
He's in charge of this island.
He's the very first.
No, I said he was the leader. A title that I've discovered is incredibly temporary. But everyone answers to someone, and the leader answers to Jacob.
What's he like?
I don't know, son. I've never met him.
Maybe Jacob is like the very first person chosen by the island. Like the very first.
You've been staring for the last 10 minutes, Richard. Is there something you would like to ask me?
Or the island in human form.
Ben told me that he strangled you.
That is my recollection, yes.
He said he was sure you were dead. He saw your coffin loaded onto that plane that you came back on. How are you alive?
Well, you've been on this island much longer than I have, Richard. If anyone should have an explanation, I think it would be you.
Course correction. I think.
I have been here a long time, John, and I've seen things on this island that I could barely describe, but I've never seen someone come back to life.
And I've never seen anyone who doesn't age. Doesn't mean it can't happen.
I'm this way because of Jacob.
What if Richard is the guy?
Trying to guess. He's the reason you're not that confident anymore.
I agree completely, Richard.
What if Richard is the guy that was there at the beginning of the episode with Jacob, and he's like, here, I am this way because of Jacob. Maybe Jacob made him not age, or something along the lines of that, like made him much younger, and he's permanently stuck in that. Because at the beginning of the episode, I was sort of thinking maybe it's like a biblical reference to, like, you know, the beginning of the Genesis story, and also I was thinking about Cain and Abel, like two brothers who fought each other. I can't remember which one killed each other, but like you get what I mean? I thought it was sort of like a reference to that as well.
That's why I'm doing this, so I can thank him.
And there's John, you know,
Once I've done that,
wearing gray again, the gray
I'm gonna need to
t-shirt,
deal with the rest of the passengers from the Ajira flight that brought me here.
in the middle of black and white.
What do you mean, dude?
A shade of gray.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, what are the Ajira flight brothers doing?
Let's go!
What is it Aaliyah? What is she doing? Alina? Can't remember her name. Oh, there we go. Peter's gonna wake up and it's, you know, it was all a dream. Why are you lying down like that? He lying down like borrow me, man.
Why do we even bring this Yahoo?
Because we might need him.
For what? He didn't know the answer to the question.
That doesn't mean he's not important.
What, you think he's a candidate?
He's awake.
How long you been listening to us?
Long enough to wonder what the hell I'm a candidate for.
Let's go.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Your call.
Terrific.
Ah! I was trying to look over my monitor to see what was in the box. Damn, man. Terrific. Hey, we're getting childhood flashbacks to a lot of people this episode. Wonder who this is. I have a feeling Jacob gonna rock up to this feather. Yep, you need a pen. Oh my gosh. This guy just floating around, like I said.
Yeah, thanks.
There you go. You can keep it. I'm very sorry about your mother and father, James.
I had a feeling it was Sawyer, but I didn't guess it was Sawyer because I was like, wouldn't there be two coffins because his mom and dad died at the same time? Far out. I should have guessed. I was going to guess Sawyer because of the hairstyle and the blue eyes, but I was like, oh, that's all right. We let that one slide. We let that one slide. This guy started the recruitment process very early. Very early.
Come on, Jimmy. We gotta get to the cemetery, okay? What you writing?
Nothing.
You don't know who I am, but I know who you are, and I know what you done.
So he wrote that at a very young age.
I know you're angry at the man that did this to your mama and daddy. And hell, you got every right to be. But you gotta move on, boy. They're gone. There ain't nothing you can do to change that. What's done is done. Now promise me you're not going to finish that letter.
I promise.
Good. Come on. Let's go say goodbye.
Oh, he finished the letter, all right.
Jack sets off the nuke, which somehow resets everything. So flight 815 never crashes. It just lands in LA safe and sound, and none of this ever happened.
Sawyer, if Jack does this, he could kill everyone on the island.
Yeah, I heard that part.
And you're okay with that?
You ain't hearing me, Kate. I made a choice and I'm sticking to it. I decided to leave and I'm leaving.
All right, here's your sedatives.
What the hell did you just do?
We decided to leave this island, James. We did. And now we're going back.
Are you serious?
We can't just let those people die. You want out? You want to stay here and whine about it?
This is the We Have to Go Back part 2. Really? Really? The sequel? We have a sequel to We Have to Go Back?
Log database. System check is complete.
Well, I think you can.
Once we're gone, proceed on course. Whatever you do, do not take those people back to the island. Understand?
What if Horace tries to contact me? What am I supposed to say?
Ah, that is...
You ain't home.
Go.
Are there any other security personnel on the sub that probably heard that gunshot? Telling you, man, the camera work has gone up a notch this season. I think it has.
He walked right into our camp, and he told me that he was going to be our leader. Now, I've gone off the island 3 times since then to visit him, but he never seemed particularly special to me.
You said you had a question.
You know him, Locke.
Yeah. Yeah, I know him. And if I were you, I wouldn't give up on him.
If by plans you mean murdering him, John, I assumed you'd want to keep that a secret.
When did that ever stop you?
Well, I started thinking differently about things when my dead daughter threatened to destroy me if I didn't do everything you said.
Wait.
That guy on the right listening to the conversation.
In that cavern beneath the temple. When we went to see the monster.
So, you're willing to do whatever I say, no matter what it is?
Kill Jacob for me.
Yes.
That pains him to say.
I guess I won't have to convince you after all.
Convince me to do what?
Kill Jacob.
I'm not going to kill Jacob, Ben.
You are.
You are.
Ben's like far out. Oh, see that look on his face? He went real serious real quick. Ben's like, why so serious? And Locke's like, you're doing it. You are doing it. See, that's time travel in this show, man. The one-way street.
Yes, it does.
As long as we're together.
It's our anniversary. We have to find the perfect place.
I will settle for finding my sunglasses.
Anniversary? Weren't they together for 9 months?
Excuse me, sir. Could you help me?
Sorry, I think I'm lost. Are you from Los Angeles?
What are you looking for?
I found them. بلدنا خدني بلدنا خدني بلدنا.
Bro, why do people have to get hit by vehicles? Damn. So Jacob purposely distracted Saeed. So, but didn't Nadia, wasn't Nadia murdered? So was that guy, the bald guy that murdered Nadia, that Ben told Saeed had murdered Nadia, was he the driver? I thought she was murdered.
Time is short, let's go.
Because that was clearly within the last 3 years, right? You know, after he'd returned back. Unless Ben was straight up lying about who the murderer was and... Bro, I gotta go back to that. That was a crossing! Who ain't stopping on a crossing? Yeah, that is straight up murder, man. Like, who's not... Look, it's a crossing! My guy did not hesitate.
I'm sorry. I think I'm lost. Are you from Los Angeles?
What are you looking for?
I found them.
That is... Was there a Dharma logo on that car or something, man? Far out. And hence Saeed at the funeral at Nadia's back home. I remember because it was in one of the Middle Eastern countries. I can't remember which one, but he was watching from afar, I think. So Saeed would remember. Maybe he would remember Jacob, right? He would remember that short interaction. Or he'd recognize him if he does see him. Because that's the last guy I saw before my wife was hit by a car.
I'll go first. Because if someone in that house is a threat, you might hesitate. But I won't.
All right.
Damn, Eloise!
Go on, after you.
Elie!
Once we give you the all clear, then you bring the bomb. We don't want any accident.
What the hell are you doing?
That's a pregnant woman.
I'm protecting our leader. Get back. She's gonna be angry when she wakes up, and that's a lot better than being dead. She ordered me to help you. We helped you. Now you're on your own. I'm taking her out the way we came in.
After you.
It's up to the boys now.
How the hell are we gonna get out of here?
We hide in plain sight.
That doesn't look like Horace.
So you guys go. You go to the pilots.
So far, so good.
Hey! Hey! You're the son of a bitch who shot my kid. Don't buy that weapon. I'm carrying a nuclear device.
How are you missing from there, Jack? Trust Roger Workman to stuff things up, man. Floating around. That 2-hour trip to the Swan just got a whole lot longer. Surely Jack got to reload by now. The boys!
Drive!
And that good riddance from Sawyer didn't last long.
I'd say that's the North Shore over there.
Sun's over there. That's gotta be the West Coast.
Really? But you got a compass?
No, do you?
And the amount they got off the island, we go back. Got off the island, we go back. Far out.
Thank you. For what? For backing me up at the sub. No problem.
I got no idea where the hell we are.
Vincent!
Vincent, come here.
Where the fudge have you been?
Hey, how you doing, boy? Ain't seen you since the Flaming Arrows 3 years ago.
Hi.
Hey, that rainbow in the background, crazy.
Out here.
Hey, he would.
Oh, hell no.
Rose! Oh.
They found us.
They found us.
Son of a bitch.
So they were moving through time, and obviously they were probably moving through time on their own side of the island, just minding their own business, living their life with Vincent.
What's going on back there? Saeed okay?
Does he look okay? Just keep your
Like, they probably had no idea they were in the 70s.
What it is?
Jack, what's at this one? I think I found a way to get you back to your wife.
By blowing up the joint?
So y'all been scavenging food and living out in a hut by yourselves.
People try their whole lives to get themselves a nice, quiet place near the ocean where they can live in peace. We did it. That's what we made for ourselves.
Fair
I
enough.
hate to rain on your parade, but
It's always something with you people. Now you say, Jack's got a bomb. And what? You guys are all going to try to stop him, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Bro.
We traveled back 30 years.
Oh,
in
so they
time
knew,
and
yeah,
you're
okay.
Still trying to find ways to shoot each other?
Facts.
Rose,
Facts.
we just need to know which way the Dahmer barracks are from here so we can stop Jack. Or you're gonna be dead. We all will.
So we die. We just care about being together.
Bro, these guys. That is unbreakable. Bro, I thought, you know, Sawyer and Juliet had it good for 3 years. Rose and Bernard and Vincent had it good for 3 years, bro. They made peace with their life. We had a shack. We have a house on the beach, on the water. We've been living peacefully. And yeah, they made peace with their lives as well. They made peace with the situation. These guys, you know, became head of security, you know, living their lives in Dharma. It was all good. But it was only a matter of time before everyone rocked up and everyone started shooting each other again. Bro's speaking hard, cold facts, man. We needed that. I missed them. I said it last episode. I was like, where the heck are they? And there we go. That was a fine introduction to them. That was great stuff. They've been chilling, living their life on the other side of the island, scavenging food, building a nice, you know, holiday home. Oh man, that puts a big smile on my face. And they made peace with their lives. It is what it is. This is the situation we're in. We're gonna make the best of it.
It's all that matters in the end.
No mortgage, no nothing. No insurance, no medical bills. No, bills, electricity,
Barracks are 5 miles that way.
Wi-Fi, nothing.
Nice.
Just us two and our dog.
Thank you.
Let's go. You sure you don't want some tea?
Maybe another time.
Why is she holding her stomach like that? You pregnant? See, you juxtapose that cut with people who are trying to shoot each other. There we go.
I wish you never showed me what was in this damn box.
Don't worry, though. As long as you're with us, you're
I
fine.
don't like this side gig here. I
It'd be
really don't like
reassuring
it.
If I knew who you were, friend.
We're the good guys.
In my experience, the people who go out of their way to tell you that the good guys are the bad guys.
We're here.
We got to the cabin.
Look at the ash.
Straight up. Dynamite? Bro, I wouldn't be mad if that's the last time we saw Rose and Bernard and Vincent. Like, they've told me enough.
К вам кто-то пришел. Я ему объяснил, в каком вы состоянии, но он все равно
Is
настоял
this
на том,
Alina
чтобы
or
видеться с
Aaliyah?
вами.
I forgot her name, I'm sorry.
У вас еще не было посетителей. Вам это пойдет на пользу.
Yeah, I'd be happy if that's the last time we saw Rose, Bernard, and Vincent. Because, you know? This brother been doing the rounds this episode.
It's finished on a smoke pretty rushed.
Oh, so maybe Jacob
Can you
recruited.
do that?
Maybe Jacob recruited them. Okay. So they've been working for
Will
Jacob.
you help me,
Ilana. Why did I say Alina? My bad.
Yes.
Ilana. Okay, so they've been recruited by Jacob and there's a history there. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, like Rose and Bernard, I'm happy with them. I just know they're living on the beach. minding their own business, living their life. Best conclusion to anyone's story possibly so far on this show. Unless, you know, the hydrogen bomb goes off and other things happen. That dog painting has always freaked me the F out. Whether I see it during the daytime, whether I see it during the nighttime, freaked me out. Oh, the statue. That's.
I guess we know where we're going.
Oh, okay, so that's where he's been staying, I'm guessing. No longer the cabin. I'm not really invested in Ilana and this you know, Samwise Gamgee looking ass side character. That is a great way to start a massive bushfire. Lapidus is right. Man, that I still cannot forget that Rose Bernard interaction, and Vincent too. That was so good. There's the Lost theme again, life and death.
Home sweet home. All right, everyone. Richard tells me we should get to where we're going by nightfall, so why don't you all take this opportunity to rest up and catch your breath. Considering what I have planned for you, you're going to need it. Everything all right?
I was enjoying some alone time.
My guy can't catch a break from Locke now.
You see what's behind you?
It's a door. How about that?
Not just a door, Ben. It's the door to the hatch, where you and I first met.
Quarantine.
You mind if I ask you a question?
I'm a Pisces.
Oh, so am I!
What happened that day at the cabin? When you first took me to meet Jacob?
Why do you want me to kill Jacob, John?
Because despite your loyal service to this island, you got cancer. You had to watch your own daughter gunned down right in front of you. And your reward for those sacrifices? You were banished. And you did all this in the name of a man you'd never even met. So the question is, Ben, why the hell wouldn't you want to kill Jacob?
So has Jacob let the others, you know, have like sort of, obviously, their own free will, their own free reign across the island, as long as it stays within his sort of like boundaries and rules? Like, has Richard met Jacob? Like, that's my theory. Maybe Richard has met Jacob before, but Ben never has, because clearly the name, you know, Jacob rung a bell and struck fear throughout the others. And whatever, you know, Jacob said was gospel. So if someone said Jacob said this, it was gospel. No one ever denied Jacob. No way, is that her ring? That's crazy. Oh no, that's Charlie's ring. Oh, drive shaft. Where is Claire, man? Honestly. Last we saw her, she was in the cabin, right? And they burned the cabin. I swear, if this motherfucker rocks up to the wedding, I'm a...
당신을 사랑했어요. 그리고 앞으로 함께 살아갈 미래의 당신도 사랑합니다.
He's gonna be at the wedding. Gonna be at the wedding.
이 반지로 당신에게 서약합니다.
He's gonna be the only white guy there.
난 저거 가지고 왔는데 괜찮겠지?
Bro was dropping bars on his wedding day. Crazy.
서약합니다.
I'm just waiting for him to be there somewhere. Somewhere. Across the pond. There he is!
이제 결혼도 했으니까 아이는 언제나 가질 거니?
But tonight!
허니문 베이비가 될지도 모르죠.
That's the aunties for you, man.
이번 결혼을 축하합니다.
두 분의 사랑은 아주 특별한 것입니다.
Multilingual, everything.
저대로
당연하게 생각하시면 안 됩니다.
This is a very, like I said, it's a very risky way to introduce him. But like, wouldn't you want to know everyone at your wedding day? And wouldn't you want to like, maybe he's
누구예요?
exactly like.
누군지 몰라도 한국말은 잘하는.
Exactly.
How much further?
We're about 5 minutes away.
You can't stop the bleeding.
We might really lose Saeed.
I need fresh dressings.
Jack, so this bomb is supposed to what, blow us back in time?
We're not going back in time.
Right, because that would be ridiculous.
I need to modify the bomb. I can rig it so it detonates on impact. Jack, we need to be there at the moment of the incident. Or all of this will be for nothing.
Why the hell are we stopping?
That's why.
After what Rose had just said, we're still rocking up with guns, man. We're still rocking up with guns, man. This is gonna be interesting because Jack's stubbornness is a very strong weapon, and you know, it's probably more lethal than anything that is, you know, there at the moment. Even more lethal than the hydrogen bomb itself, even if it detonates on impact. Like, Jack's stubbornness is a very, very tough thing to come past. So to defeat. So that is the final boss, Jack's stubbornness. That's all I'm gonna say. So Jack has made up his mind that this thing is gonna work regardless of whatever, you know, like no matter what, this thing is going to work. You know, he never got, you know, sort of more final instructions from Daniel before he died. He became a physicist, you know, in a second. So this is going to be interesting here because the conflict between the characters is going to arise again. Oh man, things are going to spiral out of control. This is going to be a good TED talk right now between our characters going into the next episode. That was a great episode of Lost, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, a pretty ballsy way to introduce Jacob, you know, throughout this episode, or like this far into the series. I'm not sure who they cast as the actor to play him. I would have kind of liked a more prominent actor to play Jacob. Maybe he is actually a real prominent actor, I just don't know. But he's done a pretty good job thus far. It's almost as if his composure, his calm and cool nature is what, like, it's what makes him scary, in my opinion. It's what makes him threatening. You know, his aura. I feel like, yeah, he's just what's the term to describe it? I can't put my mind to it right now, but it's just like, it's almost as if he's just got some sort of mysterious aura around him, and the way he sort of like came into our characters' lives at certain points, for instance, like with Kate being a young girl, you know, at sort of Sawyer's parents' funeral, you know, Jin and Sun's wedding, Ilana's sort of, you know, not deathbed, but, you know, her having sort of some sort of burning injuries, Saeed, when Nadia got struck by the car and was killed. So it's very interesting, and a very unique way to introduce Jacob into this episode. And I feel like if our characters do eventually end up interacting with him, are they going to recognize him? Like it was planned all along. So yeah, this is very interesting stuff. Like I said, this guy started the recruitment process at such a young age. The LinkedIn job application for the island was posted, you know, freaking when Sawyer was born, Kate was born. Yeah, it's just very, very interesting to see how it's gonna conclude in this finale. And yeah, I feel like the stakes are higher than ever because Saeed could potentially die. You know, we know it's our characters as present, so they could potentially die. And I do hope they do pull the trigger, no pun intended, on a major character death in the season 5 finale, next episode with the incident part 2, because yeah, they're hyping this sort of swan incident, or whatever's going to happen, to be this, you know, this climactic event. And I predicted, you know, with the time travel in this show, with the way the rules have been set out, whatever happened, right? There is like sort of no human free will that can change the past, right? You cannot create any new streets. So I'm guessing this Swan Station, like I said at the beginning of this episode, this Swan Station explosion is bound to happen. And Rosinski is eventually going to build the sort of the dome around the Swan Station, and the button is going to be pushed. Need to be pushed. Rosinski is gonna lock himself in the Swan Station with, I forgot his name, Clancy Brown's character, but they are gonna lock themselves in the Swan Station. The recruitment process is still gonna happen for the Swan Station, regardless of whatever Jack tries to do. But whatever Jack tries to do, because it's our characters is present, could have major consequences. For instance, Sawyer, Juliet, Kate, Sayid, Hurley, Miles, Jin, they could all still die. Jack could still die. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this finale plays out. Oh man, I'm very keen to watch it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.